Some coverage on the back end for the big pickup.
Williams to Moss, cuts it back inside and into the end zone for a Utah touchdown.
Here's Huntley giving to Moss. He's got it. Touchdown, Utah.
Excited and enthusiastic and positive about everything. It was a enjoyable conversation.
Moss reaches it across the goal line and a touchdown.
That's being handled by the officiating crew on the field. Right up the gut, Zack Moss, touchdown Utah.
From your local ABC station. Utah will take over the football with Zack Moss running through people, staying on his feet. Zack Moss still on his feet.
Zack Moss straight ahead, touchdown Utah.
Sort of a broken play from the start.
Moss is loose, touchdown for Utah.
Can they punch it in here? Behind two tight ends, they run Moss. He runs in. Touchdown, Utah. With Moss on his left shoulder. Game on in Salt Lake City. Zack Moss into the end zone.
Offense with Zack Moss taking the pitch from Troy Williams and finding some space to deliver a blow and stay on his feet for the touchdown. Here is Moss, and he is in his second touchdown of the game.
Oof. Season finale against Colorado. Zone read again. Moss straight ahead with room to run, and there he goes. Zack Moss off to the races, and that'll be a Utah touchdown from 58 yards out.
Weber State would hang toe-to-toe with Utah.
Big hole. Zack Moss. There he goes. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Utah.
Here's Moss. Pinballs outside and scores.
They can get a first down. Here's Moss. They can get a touchdown also. Zack Moss for the score.
Little option. Moss, the cut, and a touchdown for Utah. A silencer by Zack Moss on the road. Handoff. First down. Zack Moss. Forget the first down. It's a touchdown. And Utah is rolling out west. It seems like they've been a little slow on the blitz pickups. And now Zack Moss is just looking for the knockout punch. All the way inside the Stanford 25-yard line.
Moss at the goal line. He's in for the touchdown.
As they create a big hole, it's time for the run game, and Moss down the sideline. Zack Moss. Moss picking his way to the goal line. Touchdown. One more time. And he is driven back. He did get in. In the end zone untouched. That didn't take a whole lot of talent.
Direct snap to Moss, it is. And Moss takes it in, so how about that? Huntley set off to the left. And the direct...
Moss up the middle as an opening. Sheds a defender. They'll feed Moss again. Untouched into the end zone. Zack Moss.
They still need one. Moss has it and more. To the 5, lowers the boom and finds Paydirts. That's Nixon in motion. And this is Moss who puts it in the paints. Zack Moss with his second score of the day. Simpkins in motion. This is Moss. And that's unfair. Touchdown Utes.
Interesting because he originally signed to come here to Oregon State. Zack Moss breaking a tackle. Moss to the outside. Moss at midfield. 40, 30. Zack Moss to the 10. And Zack Moss is in. Touchdown. 91 yards for Moss.
Sun Devils.
And the first turnover of the night by Arizona State.
And there it is, a record-setting run. Zack Moss runs his way into Utah football history. Runner in Utah football history. From Florida, Zack Moss makes his mark in the Wasatch.
They always play out that way.
2nd and goal. Moss again, touchdown.
That was Ashton Davis, actually.
Look at that. Stop on a dime, start again, touchdown. Big time run.
On 3rd and 8, Huntley looks to throw. Out of the backfield, it's Moss. One man to beat. With a stiff arm, he does. Touchdown, Utah. On 3rd and goal, they put it in his hands. He cuts it back and gets in. Touchdown, Utah. This time they've got number 2, and he pays it off.
Generally means a carry, perhaps. Yes, it does. There's the handoff. It's Moss. It's touchdown. Yard return of the fumble. 14-point swing, potentially. There's a look in on that slant to Moss. Look out. They could get more right here. See it? Moss the setback. There he goes again. There he goes again. There he went again. Touchdown. 2nd and 10. Huntley dropped the snap. Now has to ad-lib. He's pretty good at that, though. How about it? Zack Moss takes a broken play and may go.
Not. So now it's Moss. And a 1st down and more. Moss. Touchdown, Utah.
Moss has been contained so far. 1st down carry, and the Ducks string it out. Can he cut back? Breaks a tackle. Still running. In the clear. Moss takes off, and he'll bolt down into Oregon territory. Time in 7 tries. Huntley looking to throw him 1st down, just checks it down and has Moss open, and he'll barrel into the end zone, and the Utes finally dent the scoreboard. That was an impressive costly penalty on 1st and 20. They give it to Moss on the end around. He's scooting. He's got a huge gap there. They